You know, we were not supposed to be fishing Yellow Breeches today. We have this rule that if we fish there once, we try to go somewhere else. And on a day like today, everything else in the state of Pennsylvania was blown out. And by blown out, I mean, you know, it was a tough week for us here in Pennsylvania. We had tornadoes every day. We had severe thunderstorm warnings. We had flash flood warnings. Everywhere we were yesterday was ugly. And by ugly, I mean, we tried to fish Pine Creek, and it was at almost 3,000 CFS. You want to look that up, you'll know that it is unfishable. Then we went to try to go to some of our old trusty places. We went to Kettle Creek, blown out. Went to Lycoming Creek, blown out. This is all on the same day, folks. We ended up driving down to State College, and unfortunately, Spring Creek and Penns Creek were chocolate mud. So we figured we could do an evening bite. We drove all the way to Eastern PA and went over to Easton, went over to East Stroudsburg, looked at the McMichaels, looked at the Broadhead, looked at the Bushkill, and they were all chocolate milk too. So we called our friends at the Yellow Breeches Anglers and Conservation Club and we said, hey, do you think Yellow Breeches will be fishable? They said it's going to be muddy, but by the end of the day, we didn't get hit as bad here. You know, you'll have a chance to fish.
See your hop ones here.
Ooh, way downtown that time.
And it's instant.
Ooh, he be fighting.
We're scrappy ones now, buddy.
Ooh. I think that might be another Yellow Breeches fish.
Yeah, he's a thick one there. And he's got a nice stripe to him.
That is 100% another Yellow Breeches fish. Can't thank these guys enough for what they do. Co-op program that is awesome and puts out beautiful rainbow trout, just like that one right there.
Definitely good stripe and everything. All right, man, I tell you what, we found out what depth they're in and where they're hanging, and looks like we got another Yellow Breeches fish. Just a solid fish, beautiful stripe. Hey, we're gonna send him home, maybe get his brother, maybe mama, who knows. There he goes.
Man, I couldn't even focus on that bobber, it went down so quick.
She smoked it.
All right, are you calling state fish, or are you calling Yellow Breeches fish?
I don't know.
You gotta call it before you see it. 3, 2,
Breeches.
come on, Breeches fish.
Breeches.
And I'm saying that, why? Because he's fighting like crazy.
Yeah, and he feels a little bit bigger. He's got a little dig to him, I don't know.
Mike's calling Breeches, and I think he's probably right. He's getting close. Ooh, he looks like a better fish.
It's not too bad.
He is much better. He's the best one we've caught so far today. Well, he's not in the net yet. Ooh, he's a nice fish.
Oh, almost a nice fish.
Ooh, snap. Watch that tree. Ooh, he's a nice fish. Yes, son.
Thick one.
Look at that. You want to talk about beautiful quality fish. Take a look at this. And we can thank the Yellow Breeches anglers for this. They raise some absolutely amazing fish here that allow you to fish well into the season, even when the state is done planting.
Well, we came down here today and we're pretty much just trying to read the water here. We've never been here before, and the water's a little bit stained, so you can't obviously see the holes, and it's obviously up. So we're just fishing what seems to be a seam right here. And as soon as it gets to a certain spot down here, right by this tree, I don't know if there's a little pocket or something, but it's just been instant, you know, bobber down. A little bit of pink shrimp. We're running a float, like I said, you know, I'm running probably 3.5 foot, couple split shots tapered down. And I've just been running a single egg, you know, 4-pound fluorocarbon. One single egg, size 14, just like that. And I've just been plunking it right down the middle of this white bubble seam. And like I said, I've been picking them through, but majority of my bobber down's been right down there, probably about 10-15 yards right by that down tree right there. Now when you run a float, you mostly want to keep your line up a little bit off that current, keep it the most natural. You know, keep your line ahead of that float. And you want to have that direct connection to the float like that.
Textbook. Ooh, this one might be 12 inches.
I don't know. Hey man, it's still fun to catch him.
Yeah.
Well, he's a lot better than what
is
you
he?
think he is, yeah. He might come up here.
He's a fighter.
Scrappy. He's thicker. He's a thicker fish. A lot nicer. All right, we finally picked up a little bit better fish, you know, and I honestly think this one is a Yellow Breeches fish. You know, just by the color of his fins, the big stripe, and a little bit healthier fish, you know. Just a solid fish, and we're gonna put him back in the net, let him go, let somebody else have fun, and you know, you can't thank those guys enough, because I tell you what, they're a lot better quality fish.
All right, so we've moved our way through poison oak, mosquitoes, snakes, saw a deer, went through a bunch of mud holes, and found another spot to film. And look at that. Well, like I said, we found another spot. Moved to a different section of the creek. We parked down by the big pool area and the little Boiling Springs Lake and walked right through the woods to get a little bit away from other anglers. There's a lot of people fishing tonight, but we're gonna see if we can manage to scrap out a couple more fish here during the evening bite. And if it goes down like it did last time, you're about to see it. Ooh, got it that time, folks.
Hey, chicker. And it's a trout.
Oh, you guys saw that last one come. We're gonna see if we can get another one to bite here. The water's still fairly off dirt. Oh, there it is. Just gonna say the water's still fairly murky. We can't really see the holes or the fish or anything, but just trying to read water the best we can given the conditions we have. And put some good bait down there, and we're staying in the strike zone.
Yeah. You gotta see this, the water. You can hit the water. Oh, better one. Got him. Good colors. All right, man, I tell you what, it's amazing. I don't ever get sick of catching trout like this. You know, the colors just pop. Just covering water, man. Just covering water is the main key. The water's dirty, so you can't find all these pockets. And I came down here, and right underneath these trees right here must be like a pocket or something, because I tell you what, there's a meatball of them. And I tell you what, almost every drift I hook up. And I just want you to take a look at the colors on this fish here. Just a beautiful, beautiful fish.
We drove 2.5 hours this way from where we were staying, and we got a couple hours of fishing in the evening. Now, we didn't catch a ton of fish today, and I mean that in a joking way. We probably caught 24 trout. We only caught rainbows. Didn't catch any monsters, but a lot of beautiful fish. You can see that the club here, everybody, if you ever see them, you walk over there, give them a donation, say thank you. They do a heck of a job raising beautiful rainbow trout and several other species too. We just didn't catch any of those today. Now, Mike did a lot of fishing today with Pautzke pink shrimp salmon eggs. It's one of his favorite baits. He also used natural deluxe. That's his second favorite bait. We used those two baits here in the last couple hours of the day, and we salvaged what was going to be a day of no fishing because everything else is high, muddy, and blown out on the second wet year in a row for Pennsylvania trout anglers. Pautzke products are available at sporting goods stores near you. If you can't find the specific color, size that you want, make sure to go to Pautzke.com. And as a thank you for watching Pautzke Outdoors, we're going to show you a coupon code to be used for 10% off your next order.